Welcome back to part 2 of the oil portrait video tutorial brought to you by the virtualinstructor.com. We got a pretty good amount of the face accomplished at this point, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting in the background color. Now, the color that I'm putting in the background is not chosen at random. I am kind of thinking about my color theory a little bit here. My subject's eyes are blue, and there's a lot of red in here, so keeping with things being a little analogous, I'm going to put in a purple background. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in solid and quickly. I am paying attention to my brush strokes though, and I'm trying to cross-hatch those brush strokes. That's really going to make a difference in the textural quality of the painting. I'm also going to kind of touch up things as I go, just like I'm doing on the edge of the face. Now, the reason why I did the background next in this case is that really the focus of the painting is on the face. So I do the face first. Then I fill in the background, and then the last thing I'll do is the hair, because the hair kind of overlaps both the face and the background. So I'm kind of thinking about what order I'm doing things in. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do the clothing, and with the clothing, I'm going to do it a little bit more like an underpainting. I'm going to go ahead and look at the values that I see and kind of map out those values. So I'm starting with the darker values, and this is not a true underpainting. I am doing this rather quickly, and I'm just trying to map out the initial values as accurately as possible. You also notice that I used a big brush for that. Don't need to worry about detail too much. Now, in this case, I chose to do a yellow outfit because it would be complementary to the purple, but you know, I discovered that I don't really like it that much, and that's okay. Sometimes you'll be doing paintings, you want to change things, so I'll just go right over the top of it. I decided to go with a pink here in this case, and pink's going to work out a little bit better for this. Pink stands out a little bit more. It's a little bit more natural for the image. Once we got the clothing done, we got most of the face done, we'll go back and we'll go ahead and hit the hair. Now, doing hair sometimes throws a lot of people off, but painting hair is just like painting everything else. It's you're basically blocking in colors of value, or actually layers of value. So, you know, I just block in the whole hair, one solid value, one solid color first, and then it's a process of noticing the areas that are light and noticing the areas that are dark and painting those in. And I do that in the direction that the hair grows. That's very important. I'm not just making random brush strokes left or right, although you can do that and kind of create some interesting texture. For this painting, I want it to be a representational painting, so I am painting in the direction that the hair grows. And like I said, it's a process of just kind of putting the lights on and putting the darks on and working back and forth between those values. Now, you can go for a really long time back and forth. You want to be careful that you don't overwork the painting and try to do too much. You know, you kind of have to make a judgment call on that as you're working. Some painters like to keep things a little bit looser and not really develop things too much, and some painters like to go all the way and try to make it as photorealistic as possible. In the case of this painting, I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm trying not to overwork it. I do like the painterly qualities that the brush strokes make. You don't want to overwork it too much, so it looks like a photograph. I could take a picture if I wanted to photograph. You'll also notice that in the background, I skipped over this earlier, but I kind of made it lighter on the lower half of the background. That's going to accentuate some of the darker values where they are and really make the painting a little bit more complete. Might be a little hard to see on the video, but it's there. Alright, this is going to bring us to the end of the oil painting video tutorial brought to you by the Virtual Instructor. I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial.